Hello and welcome, BitMonger family. Monger here today. Hope you guys are all doing well today. I'm having a great morning with my coffee, my buds. Starting the day off right, breakfast of champions. Today we're going to be looking at what's happening this week with our investments. And it's been a great day for me. I had a nice snipe today. With my Ondo bet. I'll get into that later. But there's some big things coming out this week that we need to keep our eyes on. Luckily, yesterday, the market did a slight recovery. It dipped down heavy on Monday, and then it came back yesterday, which is nice to see, guys. Really nice to see, and that's what caused our bags to float back up. And it's looking good. Ethereum's holding up well. Remember, Ethereum's our North Star. As long as that one holds up well, then the rest of our shitcoins should be doing okay, even though Bitcoin's starting to drop. But let's take a quick look at some big things that we need to keep our eyes on. First thing, tomorrow, NVIDIA Corporation is coming out with their earnings report. We'll have to see how that does. That is a massive, I think it's the largest corporation in the world. If you guys didn't know this, but their market cap is now larger than France's GDP, England's GDP. It's just insane. It's a behemoth, guys, a behemoth. So it's very important to be keeping an eye on this. If it comes out badly, it could cause the market to drop some, no doubt about it. Another thing that we need to be looking at is this, right? We can see this week we got U.S. economic data releases include second quarter GDP figures, which is important to be. They'll be looking at that, very important. Plus the producer price index. And this one too is important, guys, because if this one goes up, that means inflation is going to be running hot, and that will eventually get passed into the CPI, which is the consumer price index. So hopefully it comes down, and it will give the Fed more reason to be able to feel comfortable about cutting rates. All right, let's take a look at what's going on in the crypto market here. And we can see it has absolutely pumped, guys. We had a nice pump. I didn't mention it the other day, but I got a leverage bet that I took on Hype. I think I entered it like at 41.50 or 42.50. I can't remember. Anyways, it's done well for me. I still have that leverage bet open, but I have raised my stop loss. But we can see things are coming to life, guys. It's looking really, really good. Again, let's take a look at the markets here, though. Here we can see what happened in U.S. markets, right? We can see that it was green. Very good. The VIX is down. Asia currently is mixed. Okay. Japan's up. Hong Kong's up. So we'll have to see how it goes. But we can see, it was a nice green day yesterday. It had a nice little bump there, guys. Let's take a look at Ethereum. So we can see right here, guys. Look at that. Let's move this to the daily. And we can see that, guys. Look at that. It has barely fallen at all. It's trading nearly at 4,600. While Bitcoin has fallen off the cliff. Let's take a quick look at Bitcoin dominance. See how that's doing. How is our Bitcoin dominance doing? And it is still going down. Here's that long-term trend line that I had, and we can see it broke through that. And when it broke through that, guys, that's when we might be seeing all season. If this one continues to drop down, that is very good for our shitcoins. So it's currently at 58%. Let me see if do I got the lines on here. Let me check this out. Yeah, so the area that I'm going to be looking at it for to come down to is right around 57. And then the next line that I had down here was 54. So these were areas where either a resistance or a support level, and or it had consolidated in that zone previously. So these are kind of important levels. I think the big one is right around down here, around 54%. Hopefully we see this thing to keep coming down, and that will be pushing, and Ethereum continues to climb along with our shitcoins. And look at that Solana, man. Solana is trading, it's already back up. It's back up nearly $200, $199. That's looking strong, guys. We can see it's even outperforming ETH right now. ETH is slightly down while Solana is still up nearly almost 2%. That's really good. Let's go into Ondo. So guys, yesterday I had told you that I had a new order of mine had got triggered, which is great. It's the Ondo. Unfortunately, these other ones that I had put these orders quite deep down, they didn't get triggered, but my Ondo trade did, and it had a nice little bump, guys. Take a look at this. It got up. I bought it. It hit at 89 where my order was at. So we can see the order is down here, slightly below that, and it dipped below it slightly, and then it came back up, and it just ripped up, and I took profits at 95. Now it's trading back down. I moved my stop losses up, guys. As soon as this thing breaks back above and it goes up here, I move my stop loss up. It's just good risk management to do that, and it's worked well for me. So yeah, that triggered. I took profit, made about $500 this morning just on that trade. Fucking awesome. I love it, and life is good. I did put a new order back in, and I put it just back down right where I put it the last time. Maybe it will hit, maybe it won't. I'm not going to chase it. I'm just going to keep my eye on the market, and hopefully it comes back down into that zone. If not, I will do some more analysis on it and see whether or not I want to enter it into that trade again later. Right now, I'm not feeling that good about jumping into trades right now. The risk reward as we go up is getting more. The reward is getting less and less and less as we go further into the cycle. But on some of these shit coins, it is looking pretty good. So I've noted those cryptos that I like. I suggest you guys put those on your radar and look for an entry. If Axtor gets down back down below 30 cents, I like that. I added more to my bag yesterday, so that one's nicely in profit. I'm going to keep that one open. I expect it to do well. Camino had a nice little run, but my trigger, it hasn't hit my lower bids either. So I'll be keeping an eye on these guys. Keep an eye on these. I think they are going to do well if we do get a raging bull market. I think these things have the potential to do some really good multiples. So yeah. What else did I want to talk about today? Oh yeah. Now, I don't know if you guys are into this type of stuff, but I really enjoy this website, and it's called Polymarket. And on Polymarket, you can bet on all kinds of events. And I believe that this is going to become more and more and more popular as we move forward. I think it has a lot of potential. But you can bet on all kinds of stuff. As you can see, Fed decision in September. It's got all these different types of things. Politics, sports, crypto, geopolitics, tech, culture. It's got all these things that you can make bets on. And it's very interesting. And I've made some bets on here. I made a bet on Michael Saylor sell Bitcoin before the end of 2025? And I bet no, because he's on the record for saying that he's never going to sell his Bitcoin. He has no plans to sell his Bitcoin. The only way he would probably have to sell his Bitcoin is unless the market absolutely goes to hell. And I'm talking like .com bubble crash, 1929 type of crash. Otherwise, he's going to be able to issue debt, bonds, borrow money on his stocks to cover whatever he needs to do. I'm not worried about it at all. So I think that's a safe bet. I also think I made a bet on, will the next James Bond be British? I wonder who's on the other side of that bet. I voted yes. I also bet on gold. And I bet that gold would be above $3,200 US by the end of the year. I bet yes on this. Anyways, there's really cool stuff on here, guys. You can bet on all kinds of stuff, man. It's really interesting. You guys might want to look into this. I have a lot of fun with it. Poly market, fun stuff, man. Anyways, good start to the day. Hope you guys are all doing well. And monger on.